Well, there we go. I've built the base of a beacon, and I've got the 3 wither skeleton skulls. Time to go get a beacon. Unfortunately, I am not sitting very well for armor. In fact, I've got 0 armor. So, if I tried to fight a wither right now, I would probably get pooped on. Most definitely. Luckily, I know a little trick. What's going on, everybody? This is Tooth from MegaRoyalGames, and today I've got a quick little tutorial on how to kill the wither the easiest and safest way possible. So here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into this nether portal here. I've got my 3 wither skulls and the 4 soul sands so that we can spawn in the wither. And I've also got all the ingredients to make the beacon as soon as I kill him. So for this, I'm not actually going to need any armor. I don't need a diamond sword even. I just need some kind of weapon. Even my hands will work. It'll just take a while to kill the wither. I'm going to climb up this ladder here. And I'm going to follow this path right over here to the trap that I've got set up for this poor little soul. And let's spawn him in. There he goes. I'm gonna run away just so he can't get me from the initial explosion. Alright, let's go in for the kill. It's that easy. Now I can make my beacon and have unlimited jump boost too. Oh yeah. Now that you've seen how easy it is to kill the wither, let's build a trap yourself. So before we get to building it, I'm going to show you exactly how this system works. What we have here is a little area that we're going to spawn the wither. It can be either a fence post or a cobblestone wall, anything like that. It just has to be a block that's 1.5 blocks high. And then we've got a piston that's able to move it up and down. And then right up here is the exact pattern that we need. Anything like this out of bedrock. And so it's got to be a plus sign with a solid block in the middle. That would have to be a bedrock as well. And then it has to have a block of air right here. So you have to confirm that there is a block of air right there. And then here's the bedrock. Usually this is where the bedrock ceiling is to the roof of the nether. So let's go ahead and spawn them in. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with the soul sand. And 1, 2, 3 with the wither skulls. There we go. And before his health bar goes up all the way, you want to make sure to flick this lever so that he gets pushed up through that block, and his bigger head is in this air block that's between the gap of the bedrock here. And that way he doesn't continuously take damage and suffocate shooting out his blockbusters. Now, one thing to note is while you hit him, he will try and shoot out his blockbuster projectiles. Those are the blue ones that you can see. It is possible that they can shoot out just like that, but it is quite rare. But I do want to give you a heads up that if you are building this system and you're going to kill the wither, it is possible that he will break some blocks. But it is not possible for him, as far as I've tested, it's not possible for him to break any of the blocks beneath here. So as long as this fence post is still pointed up, the system should be safe and you should be able to kill the wither all the way through. And there we go, we've got the wither killed. So now that you know the mechanics of how it works, I'm going to show you guys how to build it. So right inside this chest has all the ingredients that we'll need. So we'll need some blocks, cobblestone wall or fence, sticky piston, redstone, and lever. That's it. And then we'll just grab these. We'll have our weapon and the ingredients to spawn the wither. And let's hop into the nether. I've already got a pathway set up all the way to the roof of the nether, so you just climb this. What you'll do is just jump stack and place a block underneath you, and place ladders up as you go. Alright, there we go. We've made it to the top of the nether, and you can see the bedrock is right here. Now we're going to press F3 to open up our coordinates. Fun fact about Minecraft is that the bedrock always spawns at the same location in any world, no matter what the seed is. So I did find a location that does work for killing the wither, and we'll go over to it right here. It's usually going to be pretty close to where you spawn in from the nether. And keep in mind that 1 block in the nether is equal to 8 blocks in the overworld, so you're really not going to have to travel too far to find this location. This location is right here. You're going to be able to see that there is a plus sign. I'm going to clear out some blocks here as well. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It makes the plus with the bedrock here. And more importantly, if we go up a little bit, in one of these corners we'll be able to see, there we go, we can break this block and see right there. You can see that this is an air block and there's a bedrock right above. This is the perfect condition for setting up our trap. So now that we found the location for the wither trap, let's go ahead and build it. First things first though, we're going to mark out the spot that will have the wither here. So this iron blocks will represent the wither's head when we spawn it in. And then we'll just build the body here, just like that. And like that, so you should make sure that it's all in the correct spot. Now what we're going to do is from this body there should be a 1 block air gap. We'll dig straight down by 1 and place the sticky piston facing up, and then we'll place the cobblestone wall right there, so you can see that he'll spawn standing on top of the wall without the piston extended. Now what we'll do is we'll come to any side. I'm actually going to build it on, let's go ahead and choose this side. That way I'm not in the way of the bedrock right here when I put the wither skulls on. So we'll come to this side, we'll go ahead and dig down a couple blocks, place a block right there, and the redstone, that's going to power the piston from the lever that will be right here. So you can see that is right there. Right now it's not actually able to move because up there's bedrock, but if we move that, we can see that the piston extends and retracts. That's just what we need. Now, let's go ahead and just build a little ring around here. This is not necessary, but it's nice to have a little place to stand, and we'll remove all of these blocks here. That is the trap completely done. So, one thing to make sure of is make sure that this block has been mined out and that there is an air block here. If you try and spawn him and there's a netherrack right here, he won't actually get pushed up, and he'll explode and you'll have to fight the wither, and yeah. So I would recommend probably the first time doing this system, make sure you have gear just to fight the wither, just in case he did something wrong. But let's go ahead and spawn the wither, make sure that everything is correct, and let me check my difficulty settings. They're at normal, so we'll be able to spawn him. And we can place a block right here, block right there, and a block right there. There he is. Let's flick the lever, and he got pushed up. Now let's go ahead and kill him. And there we go. You can see that it is a much safer way to kill the wither. Only broke a few blocks around here, and it's usually just the blocks, the netherrack that's up around here. But if you're a little bit worried about one of those blockbusters every once in a while straying and hitting something nearby, if you have something important nearby, just find another location that is identical to this. You'll be able to find them all over in the nether. Just dig out a little bit. It shouldn't be too difficult. So what I'm going to have you guys do is if you do find another location that you can build this farm, go ahead and post the X and Z coordinates where you can actually build this. And it'll be pretty useful for everyone who's looking to build it somewhere else and they can't find a perfect spot for it. Just look in the comment section below and you'll be able to see where other people were able to find the area to spawn a wither. Well, there you have it. It's that simple to kill the wither. If you have the skulls but you don't feel like you can manage the fight, go ahead and use this method. Or if you have a lot of skulls like me and my MegaCraft Reborn server and you want to make a bunch of beacons, then this method works great for that too. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this or found it useful. I do want to mention that this method was originally developed by Panda4994. So I'll have a link to his previous video. It's a very similar method to this. However, in 1.8, they did change the way that the withers behave a little bit, and so they would actually shoot those blockbusters. But if you use a fence or a cobblestone wall, then they're actually pushed up just a little bit more to where they don't take damage and don't shoot the blockbusters until you hit them. So my best advice is to use a Smite 5 sword. That's actually the most powerful one against the wither, and if you like you can use a strength 2 either beacon or potion as well, and it'll minimize the amount of hits you actually have to do to hit the wither, and then it'll minimize the amount of shots that he actually shoots out. But that's really unnecessary. It's not going to happen too often anyways, but it is definitely the easiest way to kill a wither that I have found so far. So a like is very much appreciated if you found this useful or enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more episodes and more videos from me, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever I upload a video, either a tutorial or a MegaCraft Reborn Let's Play video, and you can check that out. So anyways guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.